What is up, everybody? Hello. Welcome to the Come Up Higher Challenge. I'm Dr. Krista Abbott, your host and the founder of the Come Up Higher Challenge. And I'm so excited that you're here with us today and that you've committed to this 11-day challenge to come up higher and meet God where He is during this special holy season that we're in. I'm telling you, I am so excited for this challenge and for everything that's to come in this next 11 days. I'm so glad you guys are here. Welcome to the kickoff session. I know that it's Sunday afternoon, so I appreciate you guys taking time to be here and tune in today to find out what's going to be going on over the next 11 days. So I just want to go ahead and we'll jump right in, get started. I'm going to do a quick little presentation today because it is Sunday. I want to honor your time, so we'll keep it brief and we'll just go ahead and just dive into what you can expect, everything that the challenge is going to cover. And then we'll have our first session tomorrow. We'll have our first session tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll have day one of the challenge. We'll actually get started with the content and the teaching. You don't want to miss that. But hey, if you do miss it and you can't catch it live, no worries. We're going to have the replays available for you guys inside of the challenge group. And I'll tell you all about that here in a minute. As we go ahead and get started, though, if you guys could, for me, if you have not already done this, now once you do it one time, you don't have to do it every single time. But if this is your first time in this challenge group within the past week, if you haven't done this within the past week, then what I need you to do is to go up there into the description right above this video. There's a link that says allow StreamYard access or something like that, but it's a link to StreamYard, which is the broadcast software that we're using. Now, what I need you to do is click that link so that I can see your comments. When you make a comment, then I need to be able to see your comment so that I know that you're here. Otherwise, I'm not able to see it. So, Lindsay, I see you here. Good evening. I'm excited. I know you're excited. You've already invited some people. I appreciate you for doing that. But it's going to be a great, great few days that we're going to have here together. And we're just going to connect with God, connect with each other, look inside of ourselves and figure out what we can do to meet God where He is in this season and to come up higher to that new place and into that new dimension and that new realm with Him. So, but if you haven't already clicked that link above, the StreamYard link, then go ahead and do that now so that we can make sure that I can see your comments when you make them, okay? All right. So if you'll give me just a second, I'm going to share my screen so that I can show you some slides that we put together to just go over everything so that you're clear on what's going to be happening over the course of the challenge and what to expect. Okay. So give me just 1 second to do that here now, and we will go ahead and get started. All right. All right, so you guys should be able to see my screen pretty clearly now. I'm going to move it into the full presentation mode so that you can see a full big screen of the slide there. So this is the Come Up Higher Challenge, and I'm excited. I did this last year, and we got so much positive feedback. People really enjoyed it. We had some lives that were changed. Hey, Kelly, I see you in the comments. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being here. I know it's afternoon there for you in California, so I see you here today. I see you. But this is just a quick overview, and we're going to jump right into that so you guys can know what's going on and get on about your afternoon so that we can come back tomorrow night and get this challenge rocking and rolling with some content. So first of all, just want to give a quick copyright notice that everything that you're going to receive here in the challenge is copyrighted material. So please don't copy, share, distribute, or otherwise use the content without permission. but I do want you to feel free to share the challenge with people that you know so that they can join the group and get access to this and be a part of our community and what we're doing here. So, just as an agenda for what we're going to be talking about today in this kickoff session, we're just going to do a quick overview: who I am, how did we get here, what you can expect from me during the challenge, what to expect for you during the challenge, and then what to expect practically and logistically as we move through this. We'll go over the challenge schedule really quick, do a quick group tour, and talk about where you can find everything. And then I'll tell you how you can invite a friend and get a challenge buddy to go through this with you, because challenges are more fun when you do them with a friend. Trust me, been there, done that. All right. So let's get started. For those of you who are new to me, who are here for the first time, my name's Dr. Krista Abbott, and I am a kingdom entrepreneur, author, speaker, creator, and coach. My message and overview is all about spreading love and hope and helping people find their destiny and fulfill the purpose that they were created to fulfill here on this earth, and to help equip them with the resources that they need so that they can have that success. I am the creator of the Come Up Higher Challenge, the Come Up Higher group, and also the co-founder of the Dream Bigger Challenge and the Dream Maker Academy. So, and we have a production. I'm the host of the InspireWithFire.tv broadcast that airs every week right here in this group where you're watching this challenge in. So that's all pretty exciting stuff. How did we get here? Well, first of all, I've always had a fascination with the Jewish culture and the roots of Christianity. I attended a Christian or Bible-based university for my undergraduate studies. That was Southeastern University. And at Southeastern, my studies were in the area of psychology. But in doing that, because it was a Christian university, I also had to spend an equal amount of hours. So I actually ended up with a double major in studying the Bible. Well, in the process of doing that, I got acquainted with a lot of the Hebrew culture and tradition of Christianity that most churches don't teach about. So I began really digging in deeper with this, and eventually later, as my faith grew and my desire increased to continue these studies, I enrolled in a Bible college and seminary where I went on and got my master's and PhD. Now, don't let that scare you. I'm not like super boring or, so deep that nobody can understand me with this stuff. It just means that, I just spent a lot of time studying it, and I got a piece of paper to reward me for that. That's all that means. But I went deep in my studies of the Hebrew and the Greek, which are the original languages that the Bible was written in. I love it. I have a fascination with it. I enjoy it. And it increased my respect for the Hebrew roots of Christianity and our faith. So in doing that, eventually my love for those roots led me to visit Jerusalem. And my first trip there, you guys may have seen a photo of me at the Western Wall on the challenge registration page. And I had a really big encounter with God during that visit to Jerusalem. And because of that encounter with God, I guess it solidified to an even deeper level the understanding of the Hebrew culture and the holidays, the festivals, the appointed times of God for festivals. And the reason for that is because, unbeknownst to me, I actually visited Jerusalem during Sukkot, or Shavuot rather, not Sukkot, Shavuot, which is one of the commanded festivals of in Leviticus, where God commands us to go to Jerusalem or to honor these special days or these special seasons that are on his calendar. Well, I happened to be in Jerusalem during one of these periods. So because I was there, it enabled me to be able to see how this was so woven into the Jewish culture and how these festivals and seasons were just such a part of their practicing faith. It wasn't just a hindsight, it was a practicing thing that they do. And then so that led me to explore deeper with God personally. Well, how does this impact me as a Christian? I'm not Jewish. I don't celebrate the way that Jewish people do because I've accepted Christ as a Messiah. So how can I integrate this and honor these appointed festivals of God, because God's the same yesterday, today, and forever. He doesn't change. This is his timeline. These are his festivals that he's appointed. So how can I honor those in a way that honors him as a Christian and as a believer? So as I set out to explore that deeper over the past several years, each year, God has just revealed to me new ways that I can do this, new ways that I can honor these days. And then, I started sharing with people randomly here and there, and more people became interested. So then I started having this desire to do deeper teaching on this and to share it with more people. So I do have a book in process about all of this, but in the midst of while the book is being created and formulated, last year I decided to do and teach an online course with using the challenge model specifically for this period that we're entering into starting tomorrow evening. And that's the Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur Days of Awe period, which is one of 7. Okay, so this is just one of 7 major festivals that God asked us to honor as his appointed time. So it was such a hit last year, got such positive feedback that that I wanted to continue that this year. And I know some of you that were part of that last year, and you've let me know how excited you are about it again this year. And then we've got new people coming in because you're inviting them, and I'm inviting them. So it's just great to be able to be here with you guys again this year to come up higher with God during these days of awe. So I just want to encourage you guys to lean in and look for how it is that you can move deeper with God during this season. And we'll talk more about that as the challenge progresses. But as we start here today, I want to first let you know over the next several days, what can you expect as part of this challenge? First of all, what can you expect from me? What you can expect from me is for me to be fully engaged and come and provide you with interesting content each day of the challenge. I'm going to be giving you my all. I'm going to be pouring as much of my energy as I can into this so that I can deliver a valuable prophetic experience and encounter for you during this time. You can expect me to show up ready to impart to you the prophetic revelation that God's given me about this topic. And you can expect a fresh word each day. Just because I did this last year doesn't mean the content is just, the same thing. Yes, it is. It has the same basis and it has the same foundation. And we'll go over some of the same things we went over last year, but it's going to be done in a way that is prepared fresh each day with the Holy Spirit for this audience, for the people that are here now, and for this season of time, because we're not in the same season of time this year that we were in last year. It's a new season, and that's what this is all about. Rosh Hashanah is the start of the new year. It is the head of a new year. So we're moving into a new time and a new season. So the word then and the message has to move with the season. So it's going to be a fresh word each day. You can expect that. You can expect a fun, casual, sometimes entertaining and comical teaching style for me. You never know what you're going to get. I could, be serious one minute and I can be talking about lipstick and my cat buddy the next. You just never know. But it's fun, it's engaging, and hopefully somewhat entertaining. You can also expect me to do my best to equip you to leave this challenge with a new understanding of these holy days and a newfound freedom in your life. So that's my goal for this challenge. So, what then can you expect for you? Uh-oh, we went backwards. We need to go forwards. What then can we expect for you? Um, my goal is for you to gain a better understanding of how God uses this season and this time to speak to you about your life and future. As you'll learn in probably tomorrow and Tuesday, in those sessions, we'll talk about Rosh Hashanah and what actually is happening during this season as it relates to your life and as it relates to your future and your destiny. So you can expect to gain a greater confidence in who you are in Christ and how you can hear God for your life during this season and any season that you're going through and walking through over the next year. You can expect to gain a clear picture of how these high holy days allow us to interact with God on a deeper level, and how they're interwoven and interact with your Christian faith as you're walking it out. And you can also expect a safe community to share and engage with during this experience. And I would ask everyone who's a part of this experience to honor that, to honor the safety and the privacy and really the sacredness of this experience and what we're all walking through together. So that's what you can expect for you. Now, what about, how are we jumping all over the place here? Hold on a second. I think I'm right there. There we go. My slides got all over the place. Y'all got a sneak peek. That's what you got. So what can you expect from a practical standpoint? From a practical standpoint, you can expect daily training and spiritual coaching. Okay, we're going to come in every day, like I said earlier, with a fresh message. The content basis for the challenge is the same, but the message is for this group for this season. Okay, you can expect practical application of the content to your life experience. So it's not just information. We're going to talk about practical ways this information can apply to your life to help elevate your spiritual experience and help elevate your spiritual journey. You can expect to get some heart work and do some heart work. That's what this whole season is about personal reflection and introspection and taking what you learn and applying it so that you can prepare your heart for what God is doing in your life for this season of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur through the days of awe and everything like that. You can expect personal transformation in that you'll be connecting with God on a much deeper level. The heavens will be open for you. The veil between, and we'll talk more about this in the challenge, but the veil between heaven and earth on these days is said to be the thinnest that it ever is, and that the heavens are open for you to be able to hear God more clearly than ever before for your life and your destiny and your future, and what his plans and his assignments are for you in that coming year. You can expect that you will be able to lean in to what God is doing in you and the divine destiny that he is revealing for you during this season. So what's that schedule going to look like? It's actually not as jam-packed and full as you would think it would be. When I say 11 days, you go, oh my God, 11 days? That's a long time. Yes, it is, but we're going to have some breaks in there, and it's going to be good. It's all going to be good. We're really looking at about 7 days of actual training content going on here, plus 2 bonus sessions. So that will happen after Yom Kippur when we move into the Feast of Tabernacles. And that'll make sense to you tomorrow after we go over the timeline of what all we're going to be talking about here. But we'll kick off with day one tomorrow, Monday, September 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So we're doing it in the evening this time just to make room for people who, are working, people who are on the West Coast. It was way too early for West Coasters last year. And so this year we're moved it to the evening so that our West Coast people can participate, and also so that people who do work outside of the home will be able to be home and settled in the evening in order to join the challenge. And of course, if that time doesn't work for you, it's okay. We have the replay. So we're going to be talking about tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the High Holy Days timeline. And then on Tuesday, we're going to hit Rosh Hashanah and talk about the meaning and overview of that. And then on day 3, we're going to be going over day 3 is going to be a lot of fun. You don't want to miss that. So day 3, we're going to be talking about the head of the year, and what the prophetic meaning of 5782, which is the Hebrew year that we're moving into, what the prophetic meaning of that actually is. We're going to be going over that. And then on day 4, Thursday, we'll move into our days of awe focus. And for 3 days there, we'll be talking about for the forgiveness model, and we'll go into deeper on how to embrace forgiveness, release forgiveness, and then elevate forgiveness. And Saturday and Sunday we'll take off to give people time to catch up on any replays that they may have missed, and to do their personal reflection and do the work, do the heart work that goes along with the things that we're going to be talking about and learning about through this challenge. And then we'll come back the following Monday with the 3rd day of the Elevate Forgiveness. And then Tuesday, we'll talk about Yom Kippur and what all that means. And then we're going to take another break for the rest of that week because we're going to need to focus on Yom Kippur and that personal time with God during that period. So that really will wrap it up. September 14th will wrap it up. And then we're going to come back on Monday, September 20th for bonus session number 1, where we'll talk about the Feast of Tabernacles. And then on Sunday, September 26th, we'll close it out with bonus session number 2 at 5 o'clock again, where we'll reveal the significance of a holiday called Hoshana Rabbah, which is the last day of the Feast of Tabernacles, and it has special significance, very special significance to Hoshana Rabbah. So you don't want to miss that session for sure. Okay. So that's the summary of the schedule. Now, as far as the group goes, we are going to have this is happening in the group that you're a part of, so the Come Up Higher group. So just to give you a quick tour of what that looks like without going off slide here, when you're in the Come Up Higher group, you'll notice the menu across the top, and there's several sections to that menu. The discussions area, that's like the news feed. That's where you're going to find all the posts and the interaction. And, if you post something, that's where what you post will show up. That's just the feed. That's the feed of what everybody is posting and what everybody is saying. Okay. Then the next section I want to point out is guides. Now the guides, that's where you're going to find all of your replays. That's where you're going to find all of your resources for the challenge, the schedule, the FAQs, the journal handout, which I'll be posting a little bit later today or tomorrow for you, where you can, print it out and take notes and use it as your personal reflection period for this challenge. Then the announcements sections, that's sort of like the pinned post. Okay, so those are the important announcements. If I'll pin them, that's where you can go to find out all of that stuff. I'll probably also pin the replays there under the announcements so that they're easy to find. Otherwise, you'll have to scroll, think you know lost something. You can always find the replays either under guides. They'll be organized by day, or you can find them in the announcements. Those are going to be your two fastest ways to find the replays. And then when you click that little more button there, if you wonder what the schedule is, you can click that little more button, go over to the events tab, and all of our events have already been scheduled out where you can see what time everything's going to happen. It should do your time zone conversion for you there. If you're, some people are like, what time is that for me? If you're not in Eastern time zone. When you click on that event section, Facebook should automatically do that time conversion for you. So that may be able to help out a little bit there. Okay. And then under the guides tab, I did want to point out that's where you can find a full on printout of the schedule, of the whole schedule for the entire challenge, the dates, the times, the topics we're going to be talking about. You can print that out there under guides, guide number 1, where it says welcome, start here. I try to make it as easy as possible. And then also the FAQs for the challenge. Any questions that you have, they've probably already been asked and answered right there in the FAQs. So check that out. If you still have questions after that, feel free to post in the group under the discussions panel, post a message in the group and tag me if you do that so that I'm sure to see it. Or you can send me a private message if you would rather do that, if you have any questions. Okay. So from there, group rules are really simple. Just be kind and respectful of others in the group, whatever their thoughts and their beliefs and their experiences with this challenge. Just honor that. We want to make sure a culture of honor is very important to me. I practice it in my life, and I expect in groups that I am leading for that culture of honor to carry over to everyone else. And that just simply means be kind and respectful of others. Whatever their thoughts and beliefs are, they may be a little bit different than yours. Honor them and respect them for what they believe. And we just want to make sure that we do that. We also want to honor the privacy of the group and the members. This is a safe space for everyone to share and grow together. So what happens in the group stays in the group. Now you can invite your friends and family to the group, and you can invite them to come be a part of it. But we want to make sure we honor the group and the members who are here so that we can create that safe space of community for people to feel good about sharing their experience and what God's doing in them and with them through this time. And then, of course, this should be self-explanatory. We're not here to spam business links and try and recruit people into our businesses as part of this challenge. So no spam, no business links, and no recruiting behind the scenes, sending DMs trying to get people to sign up for your thing. That's not what we're here for. We're here to grow together and to elevate our lives in life, faith, family, and business. That's what we're about. So we want to encourage everybody to participate. No wallflowers. Don't just hang out in the corner. Be a part of what we're doing. Post, comment, like, share your thoughts. Encourage each other. Share if you have prayer needs. Share those so that we can pray with you and join our faith with you. Post your takeaways, any ahas that you're having. If you have something of value that you're sharing, maybe something sparks in you and you go start doing some research based off of something we share in the challenge here. If that happens and you do that and you find something exciting, then share it. That's value-based content. Share it so that everybody in the group can learn and grow from what your experience is and what you're learning from this too. Okay. So I want everybody to have freedom to participate. I've got posts are open. You can make posts now. They do currently require admin approval just so I can make sure they're appropriate for the group. But those will, get approved as long as they're not, off topic of what we're doing here. And as long as they're not like spam, You know what I mean? So, and that's for the safety of the group that I do that. Okay. And finally, I just want to, ask you guys, invite a friend, get a challenge buddy to go through this with you, somebody that you can, connect with, call up on the phone, talk about what's going on, what God's doing with you and in you. And if you do that, though, my request is please do not use the group invite button on Facebook. The group has, I'll go back to one of these screenshots here, this invite button up at the top up here. If you see that, where that little blue dot is, where my mouse is circling, do not use that. And the reason is because if you use that, then I'm not able to communicate with the people who come into the group, and I want to be able to do that. So if you can send them to comeuphigherchallenge.com so that they register. And then when they register, I'll be able to send them a welcome message to their email and also send them reminders and follow-up information about things going on in the challenge. Okay. So it is free. We just need them to register over at comeuphigherchallenge.com so that we can make sure that all the communication flows good like it needs to flow. Okay. So that's about it for what we're going to cover today. The teaching will start tomorrow when we get into day 1, going over Rosh Hashanah and what all that means, and it'll be very exciting. So that will start at 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. And tomorrow actually is when Rosh Hashanah begins at sundown. So how exciting that day 1 of the challenge this year falls exactly on Rosh Hashanah. I was like, I couldn't have planned that better if I had tried. So when I saw how the timeline was all working out, and even our Yom Kippur session ends on the day before Yom Kippur starts. So the timeline this year just worked out perfectly for everything that we're going to want to be doing here. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. So that's all I have for today. And so I just want to say thank you guys for being here. Go invite a friend, send them to comeuphigherchallenge.com so that they can join us for this. It's going to be an amazing time. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. And don't forget, if you can't be here live, you can still catch the replay and engage in the group. So it's going to be awesome. Okay. I just want to jump over to the comments before I go here and see what you guys are saying. Let me stop my screen share here so I can see your comments, and we'll see what we have going on. So Lindsay in the house, so good to see you. Hey, and you guys who were on Inspire with Fire last week when we were having the giraffe neck issue with the comments, I got it fixed. So we're all good. We're all good. So test here, I think this was Kelly. So what I need you to do, because it's showing me on my broadcast that you are a Facebook user, and you are a Facebook user. But what I need you to do is to go up above the video here and click on that link that gives StreamYard permission to show me your name. I'm able to see it here because I have my phone over to the side that I'm watching the comments on. But during the challenge, I'll only be able to see it through the broadcast software if you click that link. So go ahead and do that for me. And anyone else here watching who hasn't done that yet, please go ahead and do that so that we can get your name up here. And there is Tanya. Yay, you made it. Woohoo. So glad that you made it. So my sister Jerry Bear is here. What you doing, Jerry? Good to see you in the house. I'm so excited you're part of this. You're going to enjoy this, Jerry. You hang out. You hang with me these next few days and this next couple weeks, and you're going to have a great experience. And I just know it. So hang out, okay? Susan, what's up, Susan? What's up, Susan from Iowa? Good to see you in the house. Good to see you. Hey, now, Mama, I see you only because I'm over here. This is my mama Facebook user, Facebook user Mama Joe in the house. I need you to click that link right above the video, Mama, so I can see your name in my software. All right, what else we got going on? Hey, Jerry's saying, "Hey, Mama Joe." Yes, Susan, we're all looking forward to this. It's going to be great. Oh, Tanya's looking forward to it too. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Kelly, I see you again. Don't forget to go click that link after you get off the broadcast here. You may not be able to see it if you're watching right now in full mode. But when we wrap up here, which is like in just a few seconds, before you like go about your day, just go click that link at the top so that next time you come back, I'll be able to see your name. Okay, it's safe. It's just all they do. All they do is just it gives them permission to take your name and your profile photo and broadcast it here, just like this. See how Tanya's? It shows me her name and it shows her profile picture. That's all you're giving it permission to do. It's not, it doesn't move into any of your privacy or anything like that. So, but when you come out, hey, thanks. What am I wearing? You like my lipstick, Tanya? Let's see what I got. I need some more supplies. I need to talk to my Mary Kay ladies. I got enough that I need to order. I can split up my orders between all y'all. I know there's a bunch of y'all here. I am wearing Berry a la mode. Berry a la mode today. All right. So yeah. So Kelly, back to you. So when the broadcast ends, just go back to the group, and you should see the link in the description right above the video. So that's where it should be. All right, guys. Well, that's it. We are going to close it out, and we will see you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Okay. So let's see. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's what we got. So see you then. Bye-bye.